Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, always ready, the internet champion, the deathmatch king, the indie god, the most hungover man in America, Matt Cardona.
And it's me, Brian Pillman. Whoa, God, I'm going to try to get through this for you guys. The most professional wrestler, TNA star, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show, guys, is brought to you by, if you're watching, you can see it on the screen, our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
A lot of things came into Ringside last week, and I have a lot of them sitting right here next to me for the show.
2 packages today from Ringside Collectibles. Very, very happy. Can't wait to talk about it. Ooh, Brian's holding up right now that Nick Gage, Matt Cardona 2-pack. We'll discuss it in a bit.
We definitely
follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. Mark, did you know it's called Follow on like Apple Music, like the podcast app or whatever?
No.
It's not called subscribe.
I did know. I did know that they changed that a while back.
A little switcheroo?
Switcheroo on us.
It confused me because I was trying to subscribe to a pod, and I'm like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
You just have to click the heart button or whatever it is, right?
Well, there's a follow button as well. Follow, subscribe, heart, whatever it is. Please follow this podcast and subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Leave
you know what would be
comments.
helpful?
What would be very helpful, Mark?
Turn on automatic download. Just do that. That'll help us out. Make sure you download the episode if you're a download
advice, Mark. That's fantastic advice.
Yeah.
But can you automatic download and not subscribe?
Oh, no. But subscribe and then turn on automatic download.
Do both. Do both.
Yeah,
Even better.
exactly.
Guys, leave a review, not just any review, a major review. If we read your review on air, we will send you a little prize key. Now, this one, guys, it's a song, okay?
Is it the Los Boricuas theme?
It is not.
No.
Which, by the way, Sabio Vega came out rapping it.
And
He goes, give me a mic. And I'm like, okay.
and told a pretty fun story about that, too, by the way.
We'll get into live 18 in a while. But the major review this week, it's a song. It's from Russ Linderman to the tune of Let It Go.
Oh, yeah. You know that.
Man,
I don't know it.
Oh, you got to send it to Brian then.
Brian,
I just said I have no voice. You can
All right,
Let It Go.
Okay.
And Mark, don't try to act like you don't fucking know Let It Go, okay?
Mark, you know what?
If there was ever a time for Mark to sing a song.
Mark, I think you know what? I think I'm sending it to you. I think you're going to sing it, pal.
All right, last time I sang a song, you said
this is
never
Mark's
again.
punishment for going to bed last night at 7:30.
Bro, I was apparently very, very angry with you, Mark.
Allegedly.
Laying in bed at 9 p.m. guys.
My wife, Chelsea, she called me concerned this morning asking why I was so upset with Smart Mark.
And then your response was, I don't remember.
I don't know. And then I learned later that you were a fucking pussy. You went to sleep early.
I just didn't want to hang out with you. All right, send me send it and I'll sing it. Last time, just so you know, last time you said never again. So here we are. We're doing it again.
What'd you sing that we said never again?
I don't know. Some song I had to hit the high notes. Maybe somebody remembers.
Well, we know you can't woo, so we don't have much expectations here, but
the pod plays loud on the speakers tonight. Mint on card, no longer a thing. In a kingdom of deathmatch wrestlers, looks like I'm the king. The most professional wrestler. By my side, we couldn't stop. From loving Power Town, heaven knows I tried. Oh, God, I fucked this up.
wait, yeah.
I started out good.
Yeah, you were on a roll there.
Where does it hit the okay, here we go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let 'em breathe. Let it go. Always ready to buy more. We all know I'm the collecting
Oh, you know what?
king.
Mark can never sing again. He
Let the song play on.
Oh, boy.
Mark doesn't
All
like,
right.
I think
Mark doesn't like music. We've established that.
Guys, I love music. Here's the problem. All right, it's written in one fucking paragraph. Can you split it up into stanzas?
I will. I will back Mark up with that. It was written like a run-on sentences, no fucking punctuation.
Yeah, how do I know? How do I know what I'm supposed to do?
Mark's the type of person, he works out to like write to Censor's theme music. That's how much Mark doesn't like music.
Oh my god.
My workout music is
guys.
90s hip hop and dubstep.
Yeah, right.
It is.
No way.
Use the hashtag Major Review, and we'll send you a little prize key. Russell Linderman, thank you very much. The giveaway, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Find our pin post on X, reposted to be eligible last week or 2 weeks ago, because last week was the year-end awards. 2 weeks ago, it was the Hook Ringside exclusive. The winner of Hook is, let me pull that winner up. Winner of Hook is at Nicholas P. At the Nicholas P. You win, and this week, oh, you're gonna love this. The bloody Nick Gage and Matt Cardona Ringside exclusive. Just find the pin post and retweet it. So repost it, whatever it's called. God damn it. All right. Major.
I told you last week. No one. It's not sticking.
It's sticking, pal. MajorMarks.com, patreon.com/MajorWPod, the fan club, the community, the subscription service, guys. So many tiers. All the tiers give you different things. You get this podcast early and ad-free. You get access to our Facebook group. You get a card every single month. January, the card is very nice, very evil. Dan Housen.
Whoa.
So
we're just saying it right now.
we're saying it. Let's get some subscribers. Let's milk
like
him
that.
for
Sure.
let's
Guys, Danhausen is the big
Let's
get for
milk
the last
Dan
one.
Housen.
But here's the other cool thing too. With this one, you get the checklist, so it's a double month.
Yes.
You get the checklist. This will be, guys,
The final
the
card.
final cards.
Guys, we still need to come to a decision on the new design.
Right. We haven't figured that out yet. But also, guys, there's 2 bonus podcasts. We recorded them last week. I think they were both great. A lot of great feedback. We did a year-end kind of Q&A. A lot of questions from the major marks. And then we also did what people really enjoyed.
I'm like
Royal Rumble, 1999.
borderline overwhelmed by the positive feedback on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People loved it.
Also, don't tell anybody, but really hard to get it up there without getting it taken down. The video version had to really like grayscale. I put gray, covered it. I had our logo. You can barely watch it, but I think if you watch the video version, you can see it just enough to understand what we're talking about. At least
I don't think you really need to like. I think we're talking about so much you don't need to like.
right.
No.
You just want to see kind of what we're talking about.
Right. A gist of it.
And also, guys, if you're an Ultimate member by the end of the month, I don't care if you sign up today or the last day, you will get the Ultimate prize. And the October prize has just started shipping, guys. People have been getting it. It is the Major Pod Pogs. The whole set. You get myself, Brian Myers, Smart Mark, Heath, Captain Joe Shoes, and SDL. What a cool idea. They actually pop out. It's based off the old WWF one, so it's really cool.
2 things. One, I gave those to Mackenzie today. She had a lot of fun popping them out and play with them.
Nice.
2, I don't know where you were, broski, but Mark and I came to the decision that no longer can you just sign up for the last month and get the gift. You got to be the full quarter.
Okay, who's going to organize that?
He said he can.
We can do it. It doesn't count for this one. This next one will be January.
Okay.
Right. Is that's true, or is it February?
Yeah, January.
Okay, so this one is this. That's it. But for the next
like
one,
it's not fair, and we get butchered with international shipping.
yeah. So it's easy to find out. You can search who was member, whatever. It doesn't matter. But so the next one going forward.
If you can figure it out, go right ahead. I don't know how to do it. Brian certainly doesn't.
Yes, we figured it out.
Well, if you figured it out, then fine. But all right, January.
So
was the last
January,
month.
it's the same as it always was. You sign up in January at any point.
It's just a future warning.
So that would be you have to be a member in February, March, April, and May. The next one.
Is that how it works?
I think.
Well, quarters, January, February, March, April.
We're live right now, folks. We'll figure it out for sure. And
there's nothing we wouldn't say to the fans anyway.
Well, our Patreon year starts in February because that's when we launched it.
Sure.
Yes,
so then he's
exactly.
right.
So yeah, February,
So then
March,
right.
April,
Yeah.
May.
Yep, he's right.
Cool. We'll figure that out.
In the old one, it would have been just you had to be part in May, but now you have to be in the fall.
Hey, I like that.
So if you
I
want
like
the
that.
Captain Joe Shoes sex toy, you better sign up.
Oh my God.
You've been warned,
Holy
people.
Guys, let's talk about anything else in MajorMarks.com. Of course, every week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got this week, Mark?
First time in the line, we got Brandon Tsu.
Nice.
And the classic superstar, one of the coolest names, guys, in the history of this contest. Salvatore Cavalier.
Ooh.
How about that
like
name?
that.
Nice.
Guys, of course, D Freedom has his show, Figure Dissecting. You know, myself, Let It Breathe, Mark Silver Linings. He's Happy Hour, Captain's Log with Joe Shoes. What's on the Captain's Log this month? What's on Heath's Happy
Hold on,
Hour?
very important here. Chesley Gobar, quarters are 3 months, pal. You're right.
Oh my God.
February, March, April.
Right? This is why we talk out loud. This is great. Yep.
Do you think
Holy
Chesley's here?
Nailed it. Yep.
Oh, man.
Appreciate that. Captain's Log is going to be a round table with myself and Joe Shoes, and we're working on adding some guests all about the Iron Claw.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
that's cool.
Deep dive on the Iron Claw in theaters. Going to be a lot of fun.
And what's on He's Happy Hour? You should do a tour, like not a tour, but a recap of the trip, like with Heath's like response behind the scenes. Everybody
I think that
was.
would be perfect.
I literally, so we actually just put it up at the end of the month. So the most recent one was a full Q&A.
Heath likes to get it done the last possible day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's partly my fault too. But now that this month we've already finished everything. We did boozing too.
Oh, bro, boozing you get every month. This one is absolutely wild.
It was fun. I thought it was going to be terrible. I think it was good, right, guys?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I mean the fans loved it. Some wild stuff.
I think it's the epitome
in the house.
what happens at boozing stays at boozing because it gets deleted.
I accidentally stooged off Ricky Morton in the first 2 minutes. I was giving the tour. I'm like, this is Ricky Morton's room.
Unreal. Very Matt Cardona.
And then we couldn't even. We were just like this, frozen. Like,
oh, man.
well.
All right, so guys, Live 18, what a show. Tin Roof, we've got to thank all of our guests. It was unbelievable. I mean, who'd we have? We had Heath. First of all, NWO TTD comes out. He wins the major VIP. TTD finally gets an entrance. They do the Doink WrestleMania 9. Man, who'd we have? We had Savio Vega. We had Mitch. We had Heath. We had the Headbangers. We had QT. We had
Sean
Spears.
Ponderosa.
We had Ricky Morton. We had SDL. We had Mance. Chiappetta came on stage at one point. It was just wild.
It was such a long show. By the okay. First off,
we had the ghost of Matt Cardona because he left us at some point during the show. A couple times.
Longest show of all time. Over 2.5 hours.
I think it was the best show of all time.
Complete accident.
And because of that and the amount of alcohol that was being drunk, a couple of us had to take pee breaks. Actually, all of us at least once.
Yeah. That's the first time I had to take 2, and I've never done that ever in live shows.
So we had to do a little bit of stalling, which included 1, bringing up Chiappetta, and 2, bringing up Bear Boulder to show his tits to everyone.
Bear Boulder of ROH.
Yeah,
Bear Boulder came on and showed his nipples to everybody.
And what about, we've totally forgot another guest, Captain Joe Shoes, who got the major award, Major Bendies of the Year. And there was
a legit plaque, guys, not just a digital
legit plaque. And he got a little video congratulations from someone very special. Play it, Mark.
All right.
All right, fellas, you want to listen up to this. My name's Eric Bugenhagen, formerly known as Rick Boogs, and I want to deliver a message here to the one, the only, Captain Joe Shoes! Yeah, Captain. Holy buckets. Winning a freaking bendy. And it's not the first. You are a multi-time Bendy Award winner. You're right. I did a little Googling. I did a little research and also found that your name in a previous life was Major Sex Power. Maximus Sex Power. Even better, even cooler. Freaking Captain Joe. Holy buckets, brother. You and I were like this. 2 peas in a freaking pod. At one point, I had the killer stash, okay? I, as well, like to wear giant glasses, not aviators, not as, freaking masculine as yours. These are women's glasses, and I wish that I had the sailor's cap, okay? Because at one point, Just because we're two freaking peas in a pod and we're clicking. At one point, I wanted to be the captain as well of the Boogs cruise, but that ship has set sail. But for you, Joe, Captain freaking Joe, your ship is cruising on all freaking cylinders, winning awards, doing the freaking YouTube cooking shows, getting the hottest top of the line action figures this world has to offer.
Ass.
Joe, my heart goes out to you. You're goddamn right, Captain Joe Shoes.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever met it, and I really wish I had.
I don't think I ever had either. And I had to like send him this like cold text and explain all this to him.
Let me tell you
Great
this.
guy who was able to do it.
I was like, shout out Bobby Roode for the assist on that.
Yes.
I knew of him even before he debuted because his Instagram is so entertaining, and all he does is just lift things funny. It's like really insane. And then he like debuted or whatever. If I was starting a wrestling promotion, I could pick anybody on planet Earth. Like you got 25 wrestlers, you can pick anybody you want. He'd be in that 25. That's how entertained by him I am.
I have this weird stubborn thing, and I don't know if you guys have this too. Like if it was just a guy lifting stuff, I'd follow him. That's entertaining. But if he was in the business, I can't just follow him until I've like met them or had some kind of interaction with them, because then I feel like a creep.
I see what you're saying.
Anybody?
No, I don't mind telling somebody I'm a fan of theirs or whatever. You know,
I'm not gonna just like, I don't know. I've never met Nick Wayne. I'm not just follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, that might be a little weird. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right?
I just think it's a little, well, maybe that was a bad example. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've never met Darby Allin. I wouldn't
Sure.
like just follow him.
You've been in the business a lot longer, I think. You know, I can see
that
what you're
weird?
saying for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see what you're saying.
But anyway, guys, we thank the Major Marks who came. It was a absolute wild show. The fans loved it. The after party was epic. Like Brian said,
We stayed until they kicked us out, guys.
yeah, I mean, like Brian said, I might have been there, kind of. But
I feel like you came back after the
I
show.
know exactly what
coming
happened.
back to LA.
I've had enough time to process it all. We were supposed to have Swerve, a big, awesome, timely guest. We set something up with Jazzwares to surprise him. It was supposed to be a big deal. He caught us very off guard, very, very late in the day, saying he wasn't coming. And I think Matt Cardona just started stress drinking like I've never seen him before.
Oh, this was the problem. You're half right. So I literally am on the road to Tin Roof, and I get the message that Swerve can't make it. And like that whole hour, you and I were figuring out what are we gonna do, that I didn't eat. That's what happened. I didn't have my meal.
Yes.
And then I was drinking beyond heavily, and the show ran long. It was
And also, I mean, I was drinking too, but not on your level. But from what I saw in the SDL Mance segment, the lights are like flickering.
The lights go out.
But then we do the Bendy's reveals. Kevin Smith, by the way, we'll get into that. And you're like back on track. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be great. And then Spears comes out and you are...
Yeah.
Ship
The Spears one is when I realized.
Sailed. Yeah.
By the way, mathematically,
he comes on stage, stares at you, and he just laughs in your face.
Yeah, Spears knew.
Laughs in your face. Like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
But also the other thing, Spears called attention to it big time, and then Broski tried to play it off, and it just wasn't working.
And Spears seemed to like love it. So I don't think it really mattered.
But they're friends, so he knows.
I don't remember Sean Spears being on stage.
Listen, mathematically, there was 4 of your drinks on the table. Okay, you were getting double Tito's and vodka,
Yeah.
so that's 12. I'm sorry, so that's 8 shots. You had a triple before we went up, right? So that's 11 shots.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if there was. I think there was probably another drink. So
I definitely had another drink before, and then
So
guys, that's
like
why people come to the live shows.
14 shots by the time Spears gets on the stage.
I also said to Mark before we started recording, Tin Roof and Kowloon's, I think it's part of what people expect at this point.
Yeah, like
it's part of the shindig. Like it's almost like I feel like people are like, all right, get through with the show so we can all party.
Yeah.
In those two environments, not like a WrestleMania one or things like that, but in those environments, because it's been done several times, I feel like that's where people are at.
Herman, get me a Tito's. But But I also think because we weren't on premiere, so we didn't have a time crunch,
There's that too, right?
that I wasn't like checking my phone, like, okay, we got to wrap this up, you know?
Yeah.
And we were just drinking and having fun. Everyone was having fun.
Okay, so then back to, so Heath was supposed to come out and go, whoa, can't, I got a final guest. She's here. It's Ponderosa, Big Pop.
Yeah.
He comes out. He's hammered. He's rambling. You're rambling. He goes, and then finally he starts to try to spell Ponderosa.
Yeah.
But with his first letter, he said P, but it's not, to me, it sounded like a T. He's like, T. Oh. And so I'm like, okay, Mark, like, hit it, because I didn't know where he was going with this. There was no pop.
We
Killed
hit the music.
Oh my God, it was brutal.
He kind of he blew it a little bit. You just say the name. We wanted him to say yell Ponderosa. That was the joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
It
yell
was wild.
Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh man, it was wild. I was like, oof, just get this one done.
Still pretty funny.
The after party, Savio Vegas chopping people. We chopped Mitch. Mitch blew his spot as well, but Mitch did good.
I could have set my watch to that. I called that back. I said, no way Mitch can handle this fucking verbiage. I think Savio might take, I would say, who, like the sneakiest guest that you didn't expect to have the best time ever, but did. I said, like, Mr. Kennedy was probably like up in the running. But I think Savio might take the cake after this.
I think Savio had kind of like D'Lo, like had no idea.
D'Lo's up there too. Like, what am I getting into? And then realizing it's like the most fun ever.
When I saw D'Lo coming out with doing his whole, he was so thrilled for this entrance.
It was Rumble 99 in his head.
Yeah.
Final four.
By the way, somebody asked earlier if he texted you back. Yes, he did. And
it's in the other bonus.
It's in the other bonus.
Yeah.
Watch the whole thing.
But yeah, guys, I mean, we're eventually going to put this somewhere. We're not quite sure where it's going to go. We did film it, of course. We'll put it somewhere.
I checked out the audio. The audio is real crisp, so we're good on that front. And then I'll get the video footage. We can edit it together and all that, and we'll figure out how to distribute.
Cool.
And the next time we have a live show is Philadelphia Live 19. It's the Thursday of WrestleMania week. It's at Dave & Buster's. Tickets will go on sale soon. We'll post all the details.
I did stooge during the show that there is another exclusive bendy for that show.
Oh, baby.
I'm sure Broski doesn't remember that, but it was said.
We forgot. There was another guest. Chris Grocock proved his name.
That's
Chris
right.
Grocock said something on stage that made me take a flare bump, and I hit my foot so hard it has like a fucking pulse right now. It's like the top of my foot. It's like swollen.
I got
like
real bad news for you too, Brian.
What?
Not on camera.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you took a hell of a freaking bump, and that was not on camera.
Oh boy.
Well, now my foot hurts even more. Thanks.
And guys, you're gonna love the behind the scenes vlog because we went to Universal, we had an Airbnb. Ricky Morton stayed at the house with us. It's nuts. We filmed it all.
Don't expect it anytime soon because Mark's gonna have to edit it for weeks to get all the burial shit out of it.
Yeah, this is one where like I certainly need to watch it before it goes on YouTube. Like,
I said on Silver Linings today, we shot a toy hunt vlog on Friday.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
That will be up first.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an easy, nice one that I'm very, very excited for. It was like classic toy hunt.
Heath stealing the show.
The first time ever that us three and Heath were at a toy hunt.
Super
all
awesome.
together,
Man.
yeah.
So that one's great. It's totally separate. And then we could have literally hours and hours of footage from Friday night until fucking
No, there is.
Monday morning.
Between like you guys, Jay George's film, there's a lot.
But we definitely need to all watch that and take notes.
Unedited for Ultimate members.
No way.
No,
Well, let me tell you this, guys. Last year, Tin Roof, there was a 58-minute version that after we all watched, we cut out like 20 minutes of it.
Good God.
So, that was like, all right.
Yeah, but I just want to thank all the major marks who came, all our guests and our crew. Everyone who was there. From I'm gonna forget somebody, but D Freedom, Leo, Billy Peck, TTD, Kinnick.
Even
we love you, Jay George.
That Herman guy was there too.
Herman's nuts.
Leo
Herman,
Sparrow. We had a fucking awesome time.
Tim Sterling with the
Sterling.
I
no
did,
mustache now though.
I did explain to my wife once again, like, still not a theme park guy, but I see how much all of you guys enjoy it, and I almost like it's almost like the way I am with my kids enjoying something. I just enjoy that you're enjoying it, and I just kind of.
And we all know Brian loved the Ollivanders experience. I mean, he was just raving about that for hours after.
Yeah.
Bro, 25 minutes I'll never get back in my life.
Oh,
And actually, dude, the Velocicoaster I think scared me straight. I think I'm done with roller coasters.
Bro, that coaster was nuts, dude.
Dude, that
so
was
good.
I'd never been more shook on a fucking.
You were fucking screaming like a bitch, and I could hear you, and I was like,
I can't scream. I was in like
someone was screaming. Whoever you were sitting next to was screaming.
Leo, maybe.
Maybe it was Leo.
Maybe Leo.
Heath was screaming, but like a man.
Heath was funny. Yeah. Dude, I was like stone cold. Like I'm gonna die. Like what should I do?
It was wild.
To not have anything over your chest is terrifying on that.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
All right.
Did
Let's
Brian
talk
buy us ice cream? He bought it. He bought us drinks. He bought a round.
Yeah, always. Oh, but I was in like a fucking cold sweat when we got off of that.
My heart was racing.
Yeah.
They have like a long pause after, and it's a good thing because I don't think I could have walked.
Yeah, you just sit there and kind of contemplate your life. It's like, holy shit.
It was so fun, man.
All right. Figure news, guys. You ready for some news?
Let's get it.
All right. Let's go to the news. The news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. All right, guys. Major PBR. We are back for another year with PBR. We love Major PBR. We were drinking it.
We kicked it off right with Tin Roof where they served tall boy PBRs.
Yes.
A lot of PBRs are drank on Sunday night. Yeah, the Headbangers drink a PBR on stage with us.
Oh my God. We got to go back to Tin Roof again. Well, I don't even, it's the best. It's the best, dude.
But we're gonna, what? We're gonna have to go.
What's that?
Take the crew to SeaWorld.
Oh,
No.
terrible.
Oh God. Woof.
Good joke, though.
Yeah.
I would
joke,
do it.
pal.
It doesn't matter.
No.
What if we did a
Absolutely
water
not.
park?
Oh,
Plenty of
it's
water.
It's too cold in January.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
in
Yeah, way
Orlando.
too cold. All right, guys, use the hashtag Major PBR. If we choose your picture or video, you'll get a prize. And guys, for the brand new year, we have brand new prizes. I forgot to say that. All new magnets. So if you're like, oh, I already have this, I'm not going to participate. No, it's brand new prizes. So TJ of the JK, he wrote cheers to @MajorPod, hashtag Live18, hashtag Major PBR. He was drinking one of those PBRs at Live18.
To the tall boys, I told you.
We absolutely love that.
Now, the food at Tin Roof is pretty damn good too, man.
Yeah, great bar. Tin Roof's
That
awesome.
burger.
The burger was like,
God, so good.
yeah.
I just got a text from SDL. She said, "Why were you grabbing everyone's dick last night?"
That was another part of it. Yes, guys.
I don't know.
Dude, you were like trying to make a point when she was on stage. I don't know where you were getting at, but you basically told her like, I'm sick of tagging with you. Like it feels like we've been doing this forever.
You
Sorry,
broke
guys.
up with her on stage.
Oh.
Halfway.
What
By
about
the
my
way,
new brother?
You also
Bromance. Get it?
you also agreed to be the maid of honor at their wedding if they ever get married.
Oh,
He wants to
Jesus.
be the officiant.
The officiant.
No, you asked to be the officiant, but you settled with the maid of honor.
I don't know about that.
By the way, if you guys don't really know Mance because maybe you don't watch indie wrestling or whatever the hell, he is a very charismatic man. I've known him for years, and he's just didn't even miss a beat in a
might have been,
situation where he never was.
He might have been the best guest we had yesterday.
Yeah,
Well,
just as far
overall,
as like
yeah.
his one-liners and the story he
killing it.
told, and
And honestly, he's also a figure guy, and we didn't even get into any of that.
yeah,
And
it's great.
Listen, I love all our guests, but like sometimes we've had people who are like, all right, maybe that wasn't the best guest.
I love the broski.
Here's a full
Well,
disclosure. Here's a full disclosure
Thanks for
everybody.
coming. Well,
Full disclosure. Ricky Morton decided to take his fucking hearing aid out before he came on stage.
oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he told, but like, it was pointless. He couldn't
He
hear
was
it.
holding the mic like this far away,
But he couldn't hear it, what we were saying, asking questions.
Yeah,
So luckily he's a pro and just took over and
Pro. Yeah.
started rambling without us feeding anything, but like with the communication, obviously would have been better with a hearing aid.
Also, my new favorite person on planet Earth. I mean, I rode 2 long car rides with him and heard some insanely awesome stories.
Oh, Ricky's the best.
I never thought I would hear something.
Me and Robert never seen that.
Well, let's start it off. Ricky Morton, the exclusive Bendy. They are on sale now, or they should be this week. MajorBendies.com. They are the brand new ones from Live 18, the new variant.
It's one of the lowest runs we've ever done.
Yes, and I think we could break the news that it's not official yet, but we're trying. We showed Ricky the new Big Rubber Guys. We're trying to sign him and Robert to Big Rubber Guys. So it's not official yet, but we're working on it. So
that's a needed right there.
Get this Ricky Morton right now, MajorBendies.com, because guys, also Major Bendies is now its own site, Major Pod merch. That's where you can get all like the live show merch that you missed, and the Major Pod merch has a Major Pod merch. But all the figure stuff is on MajorBendies.com. So other news, the Oneida Epic Toys.
God,
Mark, you got that IG.
This thing looks so good.
So good. Really good.
Yep, just bringing that up in a second here. Here we go. Right there.
I will be getting it.
I feel like Epic Toys is really up their game, man.
Well, have you seen this, Mark? Can you click on their profile and show the new DDP?
I saw that today, this afternoon, and it like stopped me in my tracks.
It almost looked like it was a Heels and Faces. That's how good it was.
Also, like, we've talked about this so many times. Photography matters, man. Like,
yes.
And you have one chance to make a first impression, and like you see that, you're like, wow, I want to buy that.
Yeah,
And
then I guess it has interchangeable hands, so you could do the bang or make them look very Hasbro-esque.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to really, dissect this or whatever today.
Soft goods shirt. I'm realizing
it's so good.
Or I can't tell. Is that soft goods or another torso?
It might be in the description there, but it's so tiny. Oh, soft goods DDP T-shirt.
I love it.
And removable rib bandages.
Wow.
Oh, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is gonna be like an elite retro.
Yeah, for any of those just listening, he's also in like I would say the Bret Hart Hasbro pose. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I dig it. I like it.
Yeah, but you're right. If you took away everything else and you just showed that to somebody, I showed that to me, I would tell you it was a Heels and Faces.
Right. Yeah.
I would literally said, "Oh, Zombie signed DDP."
Yeah, look, that's excellent.
Speaking of Heels and Faces, did you see that Zombie showed off the Ahmed and the bloody Ric Flair? That's on our site.
I didn't see bloody Ric Flair, but I know the Ahmed.
Okay, well maybe he just sent Flair to me that I wasn't supposed to show him.
I was gonna say I haven't seen the Flair anywhere. So
the Ahmed Johnson looks incredible.
God, let's go.
Let's go. And also his one-man gang is in stock this week. No pre-order bullshit. In stock, ready to go. So we're finally like there where the product will be in hand. No pre-orders. It's going to be really, really cool. Next up, you see the Eddie Kingston, the AEW exclusive, the bloody Eddie Kingston.
I FOMO ordered 2 just because I have like an affinity for bloody figures. So, and I figured because it was bloody, like obviously the sales of these Pro Wrestling Tees exclusives have really slowed down, but because this is bloody, I feel like that's not going to be the case.
Because this is one that is a drastic change. It's really cool. I don't feel like the other exclusives were.
It's also depicting an actual moment. It's not just like a gibberish figure.
Yeah. Also, the gas can is hilarious.
That's
one
awesome.
of the coolest moments. Him just coming out with a gas can to kill somebody.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
What about the Kurt Angle micro brawler and that new famous meme? It's brand new and it's already famous.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean,
2 weeks only. The meme machine, Kurt Angle. I don't think I'll be getting this one, but it's
just
cool.
a great way to capitalize.
Actually, to be honest, this is one that I think I would get, and I barely get any.
Strike
this is
while
so
the
funny.
iron's hot. That's why Pro Wrestling Tees is great because they can just make these right away.
They can do things like that. Yeah.
And what about the Pro Wrestling Tees Ric Flair brawler buddy? Did you get that, Mark?
I didn't get it yet, but is it sold out?
I'm not sure if it's sold out yet. I'm not quite sure if it's sold out.
Cool.
Here's the question, guys. How many Ric Flair stuffed animals can I have in one room?
How many do you have? Do you have the old school one?
I have the original one.
You just got that new one.
I just got that giant one.
Oh man!
And I guess I have one of those bleacher creatures.
Only $250 is very low. Is all I'm saying.
This will be a fourth gigantic thing.
Mark, I think you absolutely need it. If
250
you're a
is
player
very low.
completist.
Yeah.
I did want one of these buddies, and this would be the one I get, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you gotta get the player.
Mark looking like a real Mark yesterday, just sucking down woo energy at the show.
Oh my God.
Okay, what about?
Actually, he's in the Jason D, I believe. Jason, was that you that gave me the? I think Jason D gave me the woo energy. It was actually really good. It was really good. I enjoyed it, and it kind of fucked me up for the rest of the night. I had energy like until freaking midnight.
Jason D is asking, is DDP's Legends deal over? No.
I think that
DDP had a little lapse.
There was a gap, right? That's
a little gap.
To our knowledge, we think it's a gap that they capitalized on.
Yeah, it was very smart.
He came up to me and he said, "How's your energy right now?" And I'm like, "Why?" She gave me the woo energy.
Woo! What about the missing link? The Power Town showing off the Remcos.
I thought this looked so cool, so toyetic, like so fun.
I love it. I'm so into it.
Also, somebody who never had a figure,
First
right?
time in the line.
Period, right? So
I totally dig it. I'm a completist on all of the Power Town products. I'm a big Remco style guy. We'll discuss that later with the ringside figures, but I'm absolutely going to be a completist for now. I mean, who knows if they're going to be doing weird like repaints or exclusives.
we are in a Remco renaissance, man. I mean, we'll obviously talk about it later in the show, but
and Remco is the OG, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Power Town brought back the original name. Obviously, they've updated the figures a little bit to be more in line with, like the WWE Superstars, which I think is smart, make it more current. You know?
Yeah, I think that's what you had to do.
Yeah. So what about this reveal? Hastel Toys shows off Bob Cardona.
What an entertaining segment on our live show.
I thought it was actually. The name of the contract says Cardona, but it's Bob Cardona. Guys,
he doesn't even mention it. He skipped like 4 lines. Doesn't even mention the contract. He goes, "The contract says Cardona."
I know it.
Oh my God.
We bust Mitch's balls all the time. Honestly, guys, full disclosure, I've been working with Mitch for a while on this. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift from my dad. It's not Christmas anymore. We missed it, but I think they're going to be
2024.
No, I think they're actually going to be in stock like any day. That's what Mitch said, at least. So, Mitch will have them on his website, and then I'm sure I'll sign or get my dad to sign some, and I'll sell them myself. But yeah, low run, Bob Cardona, gizmos and gadgets.
We got to air the slaps.
Can we air it, Mark?
If you can send me the video, I can get it on.
It's on my personal Instagram. Can we do it from there?
Oh, sure. Bear with me here.
Well, we'll end this seg with that.
No, we have to talk about our reveals.
Well, I mean, after all that, we'll throw to the Mitch.
Here it is. Right up there. Boom, we got it.
Savio.
By the way, that's Savio Vega, guys.
With the Quang fire up, guys.
And then Brian, the wrestling school teacher, I'm going to fuck this guy up right here.
I got way too excited. I screamed, "Where's the big show?"
This is still in 1997. All right.
I was my hand was fucking throbbing for like an hour after. I was just no selling it.
Guys, we revealed a lot of figures at the live show. Deanna Perrazzo. Actually, congrats to Deanna. I consider a major pod family. Making her AEW debut. We had this in the works for a while. Obviously, you can tell by the Impact style packaging, but it's still coming, and you can order it right now, majorbendies.com.
And 2 points that I want to reiterate that I said on stage to everybody and Deanna. Like, one, to me, she's the greatest Impact Wrestling women's wrestler of all time. So
it's timeless. It's not outdated.
Timeless packaging. Very cool. And also, like, for her to go out of her way and save us, like, in a pinch like that, like, literally during the biggest week of her career, that just goes to show you what kind of person Deanna Perrazzo is.
Great friend.
Yep.
awesome figures. That yellow one, if you're watching on YouTube, that is coming any day now because
Right.
that was a pre-order earlier this year, and the blue, will be in stock soon. Get it right now, majorbendies.com. Also, another guest of the show. Oh, baby, Heath. He's going to have an exclusive Major Bendy. His one in the white already for sale. Already, it's gone, really. If you didn't order it, it's gone.
It's
But get
pre-ordered.
this Impact style red, white, and blue Heath.
And look at that. And then you have me, Deanna, and Heath in matching Impact homage style packaging, which is
Ooh,
really
I didn't even
TNA
think of that.
TNA style. But
You guys are secretly just making an Impact line. By the way, I don't know if we mentioned this. The Heath, on Friday, he said something to us in the car that made us all laugh so freaking hard. I just wanted to tweet it with no context. But then I said, well, let me give people context. So I said, I'm going to tweet every single funny thing that Heath says for the entire weekend, and then make a little thread. And it got pretty popular. People are still looking at it. Sean Ross Sapp tweeted it this morning. If you missed it, guys, go check it out. There is
another thing that I said to my wife. I was like, another just satisfying thing I took away from the weekend was just all the guys that work with us getting a chance to be around and get to know Heath, like the way that Matt and I and you know him,
Yeah, my brother fell in love.
Oh yeah, like how do you not, right?
And also my brother said, he's like, yeah, I was kind of nervous, that Ricky Morton coming in, maybe he changed the vibe, like this old, old time wrestler or whatever. And then he was like, then I just realized he's Heath's dad, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure that there's not some truth to that. We got to do some DNA testing.
Right.
What about QT Marshall? Major Bendy's coming soon. Looks really, really cool. There's going to be two. He's going to be selling one, and then we're going to be selling the other on majorbendies.com. Coming very, very soon, QT. I'm happy for him. First figure ever. Well, first two figures ever. So I'm glad it's with Major Bendy's. What about K-Dog Conan getting a Mike Durbin Productions exclusive in that Wolfpack gear? Should be in stock any day now because he was in that original set with Heath and Deanna.
And
so
Chavo.
And Chavo, so all those should be coming.
Or is it Maven? Why am I getting confused? Maven?
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
It's Chavo, Conan, Heath, and Deanna. Now, guys, big news: Major Bendy's, they go on sale. Usually we do Friday to Friday, but a little change up, guys. It's going to be Monday. Let me get the exact date for you. Monday, January 15th for 3 weeks. Marvelous Mark Marrow coming to Major Bendy's. We had a wild man sorry, that wasn't a Major Bendy. We had a wild man Just Toy Bendham's, but we never got a Marvelous Mark. So he's coming for 3 weeks on January 15th. Get it now. The pre-order is the order. And for the first time ever in wrestling figure form, Butterbean, which we've been working on for a while. I'm super pumped. Looks really, really cool. TTD nails it.
Got to meet Butterbean last year at WrestleCon. He was so cool and so enthusiastic about what we were doing. So that's pretty cool to have him in the line.
And make sure you check out majorbendies.com on Monday because there will be a third Bendy for sale that we're not announcing at this time. But there's also 2 more Bendies that will be for sale. Different fan base, though. Jay and Silent Bob, they're coming to Major Bendy's. I'm super excited for this. We've been trying to get other intellectual property for years now. What better than Jay, Silent Bob, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes? Unbelievable.
Want to play that video?
We don't want to hear it from you, Matt. We want to hear it from the source.
It's me, Kevin Smith, Silent Bob, and I have some big news, man. Jay and Silent Bob, I'm proud to announce, Jay and Silent Bob are joining the world of Major Bendy's. Can you believe it, man? You are going to be able to have Sergeant Slaughter pin Silent Bob for the title or have Joey Janela team up with Jay in a tag team match. The endless options are going to be right there at your fingers. Bend us in perverse ways. We don't care, just as long as you buy them, man. I want to thank the good folks at Major Bendy's for letting us be a part of the family. And Matt, let me tell you something. Jersey rules, man. Mike is staying. He ain't going anywhere because there's nothing better than New Jersey. Not even old Jersey. New Jersey's where it's at.
So cool.
Awesome.
Obviously, iconic movie, iconic franchise, and by chance, figure fate, it's Clerks 30-year anniversary this year, which we didn't even know when we signed
we did
and
not,
designed
yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
So
Awesome,
these
dude.
figures
Totally,
will be
humbling,
Yeah.
flattering. The pop that it got live on stage, that gave me
Yes.
goosebumps, man. Yeah.
Brian, were you a big Clerks guy?
I was. I actually picked a question for later in the show for the
Awesome.
Q&A. That,
Oh, damn, I picked a similar. Shit.
The figures will be in black and white, like the iconic Clerks movie. I think it's going to be really cool. And who knows who else we're going to make throughout the year, but we got them. So thank you guys for the support. And, it's going to be a new fan base by the Major Bendy. So I'm really, really pumped for that. But then also, guys, we showed off Big Rubber Guys. Ho! Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Magnum TA. I think the best two Big Rubber Guys.
They look awesome, dude.
They're coming in February for the entire month. You have all month long to pre-order Hacksaw and Magnum TA. Take a shot. My pen pal Magnum TA. I held for the first time the samples of Macho, Andre, Slaughter, Flair, Janetti this past weekend. And man, like I love the Matt and Brian. I love the Demolition, but those other ones blow the Demolition, Matt and Brian out of the water. I held the Bulldogs. These guys, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm speechless. That's how cool these figures are. And I'm not just saying this is my own company, but they are.
Magnum texted me either last night or this morning, and I said, "We unveiled your Big Rubber Guy last night live on stage." I go, "Big pop."
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Before the I Quit match there for Final Battle, I watched Tully and Magnum in the famous I Quit cage match that they had, and I don't know if there's a cooler motherfucker in the '80s than Magnum.
No, there's not. There's not.
Fucking believable.
So I absolutely love it. Magnum TA, baby, looks great.
Removable 2x4 with that hacksaw, by the way, for those wondering.
Oh, that's all I have for news. Oh wait, should I show this off since it's right here?
Yes.
Sure.
We got the Swerve right here. This is the unrivaled collection Swerve. This is the FEP sample. Jazz Rares, they helped us out. We were going to surprise Swerve on stage. Unfortunately, Swerve couldn't make it. But here is the figure. I was going to sell it on Whatnot, but I have to send it back to Jazz Rares actually.
That's gotta be coming any day now to Ringside Collectibles.
Yeah, I mean, the back has Keith Lee, Tony Storm, Ricky Starks, Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, and Billy Gunn. So, looks awesome. Swerve, this is very toyetic. Perfect timing. He's one of the hottest things in wrestling. So, it's definitely going to be probably on that Ringside top 10.
Oh, for sure.
Thomas DK Kelly, good point. Not a cooler MFer in 2024. I think he's right there. Sure.
100%. That's why it was going to be a perfect finale.
No, he's still talking about Magnum TA, guys.
Oh, I was talking about Swerve.
Oh,
Well, but both of them are pretty damn cool. So
pretty damn cool, man. You want to go to weekly purchases?
Let's do it.
ringside news or what?
Bro, it's a lot of ringside news. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to talk about a lot of these in great detail. Bell to Bell ringside exclusives featuring Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, Big Papa Pump, Danhausen, the Steiner Brothers, 2 versions, Matt versus Nick Gage, GCW Deathmatch, bloody and non-bloody, Elite 107 with Solo Sikoa, Undertaker, Otis, Finn Balor, Grayson Waller, and Cora Jade, Elite Top Picks with Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, and Sheamus, Ultimate Edition 20 with Asuka, Roman Reigns, and Undertaker, Series 144 with Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, Karrion Kross, B-Fab, and Ultimate Warrior. And new pre-orders, Elite 108 with Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Omos, LA Knight, Terry Gordy as the Executioner. So it's like a 2-in-1. You got to buy 2.
Cannot wait.
And Chelsea Green, my hot-ass wife, 2 figures. Best of Ultimate Series 3, Hogan, which we know will have the butterfly joints and the tan, and Charlotte Flair. And Series 146 with Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Shayna Baszler, Giovanni Vinci, and Bret the Hitman Hart. So up next is the Ringside Top 10.
Top 10.
You can do that good still.
That was easy.
This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10.
guys. Number 10, Dominic Mysterio, Elite 105. Number 9, Cora Jade, Elite 107. Number 8, Seth Rollins, The Shield, Elite Greatest Hits 3. Number 7, Otis, Elite 107. Number 6, Solo Sikoa, Elite 107. Number 5, Cody Rhodes, Elite 101. Number 4, Grayson Waller, Elite 107. Number 3, LA Knight, Elite 108. Number 2, Logan Paul, Elite Top Picks. And number 1, the Usos Bloodline, Ultimate Edition 2-pack. So let's go.
Back in stock, right?
Back in stock, I believe. All right. Up next is weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendies. All right. This is Matt Cardona, host of the Major Wrestling Fever podcast, but also owner of Major Bendies with Brian Myers. Brian, tell everyone about Major Bendies, Big Rubber Guys over on MajorPodMerch.com.
MajorPodMerch.com. Get your Major Bendies. There's that merch table exclusive to me. Big Rubber Guys, sweeping the action figure world by storm.
Bro, we have so many Major Bendies, almost 100 figures. We have legends like Tommy Dreamer, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, new guys like Dan Housen, and of course, Big Rubber Guys. It is the throwback to the LJN style. We got Matt and Brian, Demolition, Macho Man, Ric Flair. Keep checking MajorPodMerch.com and scratch that figure itch. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1,000 broski. And your figures will be bought. All right, guys, Major Bendies every single week. Post a picture of your Major Bendies or Big Rubber Guy. And if we choose it, you'll get an exclusive, it's brand new, Major Bendies Big Rubber Guy magnet. Winner is Awesome Joe Is. Picked up the exclusive Live 18 hashtag Major Bendies of Ricky Morton yesterday. This paint job is awesome. Can't wait for him to join the wall. Joe, thank you so much for posting that, Ricky.
Nice.
And keep those Major Bendies and Big Rubber Guy photos coming.
All right. Massive week here on weekly purchases. A lot of it courtesy of our friends at Ringside Collectibles.
Great job with that unboxing, by the way, Brian.
There is a full bell-to-bell thorough unboxing of all 12 figures that came in this week on our YouTube channel, available now. And here it is. After years and years of Matt Cardona's life, he finally gets his bell-to-bell ringside exclusive Nick Gage 2-pack, bloody and non-bloody. I think a lot of people are really going nuts about this GCW world title.
I love the belt piece, because with so many titles that Mattel make, it's like it's so hard to get the snaps to stay in. This is so easy.
Unreal. Like maybe the easiest I've ever in my career.
I think maybe it's a new technology or what they did differently or what.
Yeah, it's like literally the easiest belt I've ever come across, which is cool.
Obviously, I love the Nick Gage and Matt. They're great, depicting one of my favorite matches. My career changed my whole career, so I'm glad to be in figure form. But what I love the most is that these go with the Brian, the Smart Mark, the Major Pod figures, as well as these new belt to bells. I have the Steiners right here. I love them. I love both versions.
Steiners with the more neon singlets, I think, are my favorites of all the bells.
I have that one right here because I wanted to show.
They're great.
I wanted to show up the boxes. The boxes look great with different artwork. It's it's just like cartoon drawings that no one's really doing these days, and I think it's really unique.
Yep.
And it goes with this style of when we first did the Major Pod figures, they were supposed to look bootleg, but then when we did the Matt and Brian's, we didn't want them as detailed as Mattel's, but we still want them old school Remco style.
An homage to 80s wrestling figures.
Yeah, so that's what these
80s figures really, because these also have a very Masters vibe,
Yes. So I love the Steiners. I love the head sculpts on both Steiners. I prefer the neon one as well, but I got both. The LOD look incredible. What are your thoughts on the LOD? Did you what? I don't have them in hand yet, but
Oh,
so what?
They're awesome.
What are the spikes like?
They're great. They come right on and off easy. Don't mess with the heads or anything like that. They're pretty great. Pretty perfect.
So are you going to do, Brian, here's the big question. Are you going to do what John Leonard says here, and are you putting the chainmail and the spikes on your Smart Mark Sterling? What are you gonna be doing?
I don't think that would be possible. You got to pick one or the other. I don't think it would fit.
Oh, God damn it. That was my whole plan.
It is cool. I can put some bloody Matt Cardona arms on the Smart Mark Sterling because these do have, by the way, interchangeable arms on the
Pizza
Cardona.
cutter.
Yeah, pizza cutters, light tubes. A lot of fun shit, guys.
And
That
I
is
love that like Nick Gage, like he could hold a pizza cutter. You could have him carving up your mat. You know, I love it.
Also throwing up his gang signs.
It's
very,
great.
Very inappropriate, but I let it
want
slide.
to keep the bloody Nick Gage for some reason doesn't have bloody arms on the alternate arms, but I wasn't going to use those arms anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I think I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I'm head scratching why that's not like that, but like you said, you don't need it. But it does on the non-bloody. It does look cool. I have it ready. I'll show it off.
The Danhausen I didn't really like in the photos, but in hand I really dig it. I really like it a lot.
To me, you just got to take. I'm not a fan of the Danhausen soft goods, but if you take it off, it's perfect.
I don't mind the soft goods. I think it's it kind of adds to it. I love the jar of teeth, the bag of money, which actually has like paper money. So be careful with that.
Holy smokes! Live on camera, I go oh my god, not messing with that.
The Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. So I'm all in. As of now, I'm a completist of bell to bell. So really, really cool. And like I said,
makes you wonder what's coming because we honestly don't know.
I have no idea. Right, I didn't even know these were coming. Yeah. But they're all in the same scale as the podcast figures, the Matt, the Brian, the Ref. So
they're all the same brand, guys. The same everything.
It's literally the same exact bodies. Right. So they're same scale, same everything.
So you're saying the Smart Mark Sterling is the same body as the Scott Steiner?
Yes.
Yes, he is actually
accurate. Yeah. I think they really nailed that.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite sure if accurate's the word, but. What else did you guys get? I got some more stuff from ringside I wanted to show off.
Oh yeah, do all the ringside. Let's talk ringside here.
Ooh,
no. You guys both just held up. Did you just become best friends?
This figure, everybody's been talking about it, so I had to dabble.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first time that he has an elite, he has the ultimate, the basic. We mentioned it before. I absolutely love the Prime bottle. That it says Prime because obviously they made a deal with him. So typically,
and I'm today's years old. This is WrestleMania.
Oh wow!
I did not realize that.
Really, really cool.
I had my first Prime energy drink this weekend. It was very good.
It's great. I'm a big fan of this figure. It looks awesome.
Wow!
And it's even more special that it's WrestleMania. So that's cool.
That is pretty cool. Prime bottle.
Did you guys get? I got Cody Rhodes as well. The American Nightmare.
What's he depicting? Is the show on the back?
He's wrestling Miz and doing a dive. So this is before Miz is about to drop him. I think.
Yeah, I was like, no way he caught him on that.
Yeah. But the picture on the back is not the same gear. This is like a red gear. Got the weight belt, the taped hand. Really, really cool.
It's Logan Paul. It's cool. It's the soft goods.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
He's got several hands, points, elbow pads. It's great.
What about this? What up, dude? The one man show Undertaker.
I think that's the first Mark Calloway figure, right?
You think so?
No, in my mind that's like right because he's like.
Wait, what? What is that?
This is like that famous like photo where he says something to Bray, but we don't know what he's saying. It's from that night.
It's like
he's
retired and came back.
Yeah,
I think he had the motorcycle right, did a lap or something.
Yep, it's on the back of the box.
There you go.
So
one man show.
The one
man show taker.
We need an RJ City.
I had to grab this for experimental reasons, and we're gonna get into it right now.
Oh, you guys see that hair?
This is Otis from Elite. I don't want to mess up the number 107, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. And I got to see how this hair works. I'm so fascinated.
Let me see it.
Otis.
So the hair comes off so that you can put on different hair.
He's got different hairs. Yeah, look.
Why are they going? Oh, because it's cheaper, I guess, than making a whole head.
I don't know. Maybe if you want to, I really don't know what the logic is.
Aaron Brandon said, "My kids are mortified by that head without hair."
Oh yeah, okay, that's another point. Let's
That
see.
is weird.
I just want to see how easy or hard. Whoa, it is pretty terrifying without anything on.
Ugh.
Ooh, I dig it though. Instead of wasting a head, you know.
I guess it must be cheaper, right? Why else would they do it?
So one's like a nice comb. One's comb back. I mean, it fits great. I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You see that?
I was, I just
And
opened the.
And then this one's like a
Superstar-
messy combed over the front.
That looks really good.
And like I said, it's like, I mean, it's in there. That's cool.
I got the Superstars Andre, and did we talk about on the pod last time, or I don't even remember.
I feel like we did.
We did. Yeah. You
Okay,
should.
so like that looks great with the hair pieces. So a new technology, I guess.
True.
I think it looks awesome.
And I guess people didn't know, but they got big plans for Otis and Logan Paul to team up.
Oh, look at that!
Because they're
Yeah.
matching blue and yellow gear here, guys. This is a
It's a
big,
great
big,
team.
big secret in wrestling.
Don't make them wrestle each other because Johnny Ace
It's
will
like,
get mad.
That's the second time you made that joke this weekend.
and this is
It's a good one though.
like the Tommy Boy 2-pack here.
All right, I needed to open this and check it out for myself because I don't do current people, and I just
Oh.
recently.
I
You got it too?
I'm gonna give it to Mackenzie, but I thought because it's like a potential figure of the year, Oscar Ultimate.
Like Bill McKenna put his blood,
Oh my God.
sweat,
He didn't even-
and tears into
But he
this.
didn't even go home nights. He just fucking stayed in the office.
And I heard that he has the 10-up of this in his apartment in
10-up.
California. So I want to let it breathe and check it out for
I
myself.
also noticed, by the way, that this is Royal Rumble 2023, so in hand less than a year.
That's very impressive.
And I forgot this is when she did like drastically change her look.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean this is nuts.
This is like there's Ultimates, and then this is like really Ultimate, like Bill's
Yeah.
favorite Ultimate.
Yeah.
Chris
the
Brocox said something we probably shouldn't say.
Yeah, I won't repeat that
Oh.
one, but
The deco hits the. Is this the mask or? Okay, it's a mask you could actually put on her.
oh wow.
It stays good
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
watching.
shit. Yeah, I'm shocked.
It stays. Really cool figure.
Let's see how this soft goods got to be nuts, huh?
I am not a soft goods fan, so
Oh my God.
Wow, that is really cool.
Holy smokes.
That's not
I
like
thought,
what you would normally
Rollins'
say.
robe was nuts. This is like even
Actually-
more nuts.
for soft goods, this is very impressive. I will
Yeah.
admit.
Yeah.
And that's
Looks like a real ass jacket.
Had to be a lot of cost put into that because she only has one extra set of hands and one
Yeah.
head. But I mean, I don't mind if that's
That's all you really need, I think.
right.
It's not like she doesn't have like trademark hand signs. You know what I'm saying?
I like the ones they gave her because, like, if she's doing her entrance, it can be like the way she's dancing. I mean,
Right.
the ones on the package are just C grips, but these are like, I'd call them Orton hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with it. I think it's cool. Good work, Bill. My only critique would be that she has some sort of like accessory on her right arm. So unless that comes off, you can't really bend her elbow or anything.
What are you talking about?
Her right arm.
Look at
I
Brian's.
guess it does. All right.
Yeah,
you just got to force
it
You just gotta
works
force
around
it.
it.
You just got to force it a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
I stand corrected. No critiques then. Really cool. And you get these at Ringside Collectibles right now. The kick pads,
And there's that brand new Roman in this set as well.
and then the a redo of the Undertaker. What up, dude? I also got from Ringside the new basic Ultimate Warriors.
Okay.
I don't quite know if I need these because I'm pretty sure that they made these before as basics, but these are like I love the new articulation on the basics, so I just had to get them and
I mean,
upgrade.
it does
Yeah.
make a difference.
For sure. Yeah. If the old
Yeah.
ones are the
Dude, I just
bad.
realized this robe has like wings and shit. I'm trying to,
Wings.
yeah, like it's pretty. Okay, I'm trying to get the complete look
Okay.
here for everybody. Okay.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, my
Look,
god.
These things come down the sides as well as like almost like boas in the front.
What the frick?
This is what happens when Bill McKean is in love with you.
Mm.
Wow.
Art is made.
Jason D says best Mattel soft goods ever? Question mark? Maybe.
I can't.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
I mean, like I said, the Rollins robe last year, but I think this blows it out of the water.
I love it. Looks great.
Holy smokes!
Chris Grocox says they have been made before, so you only need to update if you want the modern basic version.
Yeah, I like the new articulation, so I'm gonna have to
For
keep
sure.
them.
Yeah.
But the old ones are basics too.
Yeah, the old ones, but like old basics, like still good basic, but not. They don't have the leg split,
Yeah,
which I don't know if I need for.
I feel like those ones are on par with.
Yes. They're not the dollar store basics.
Yeah.
So when we were driving home from Universal, Herman just wanted to go to Target so bad. It's like he never been to Target before. So
you know what? I thought like maybe that was a TTD call or something.
No, so we went. And
Or somebody from out of this.
I found the new Hogan, and I found Andre the Giant. So I'll be
Herman from TikTok.
a TikTok.
I don't even have a TikTok.
I don't even have no TikTok. He gifted this to me, so thank you, Herman. Shout out.
You need that Andre. It's a must-have.
Broski.
Yeah.
All right, you just opened like those elites.
Yeah.
Why? Feel how much harder this is.
Maybe
Like,
it's the X in the packaging.
There's no excuse though. Like we have a full window. The packaging is way sturdier.
That's
Like,
right.
let's go, Mattel. Like if you can do it, do it.
Like this, to me, this looks great. Great bubble for signing.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, look, you go to meet Logan Paul and you get half the figure.
Woof.
Wait, Broski, just press that Logan Paul like this. We have two thumbs.
Look at it.
Yeah, dude. You can't do that to this. This is sturdy.
That's great.
Look at this. Look what I'm doing. Can you see this?
Okay. With ease. Look, I can't do that with this.
Maybe it's the fact that the Andre the Giant is clearly a collector's item as opposed to like the toy that's made for kids. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe they put some thought into that.
Not me, because I'm gonna let it breathe right here, right now, and play.
Oh baby.
Oh, the Andre.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well too while I'm here. Actually, no, I'll do it later because I don't want all these parts to get all over the place. I got parts everywhere. I got Oscar heads here, Scott Steiner heads, Danhausen money.
It's pretty hard to confuse. Yo, you know what I saw today about speaking of this set?
Yeah.
This is a WWF Jimmy Hart.
No, it's not.
We gotta get some clarification on that.
I was under the impression it's a
If T Freedom ever returns home from Orlando,
He might not. He might not.
he's probably outside your house with the raccoons right now.
By the way, D Freedom, very nice. Drove us home from Universal Studios.
Oh my God, D Freedom Uber service coming to Ohio soon.
It was an experience, boys and girls.
I'm just so I gotta kiss my kids today when I saw them. Just
You kissed the ground when you got home. When you landed, you kissed the ground.
wasn't sure if it was ever gonna happen again.
Is that it for the Mattel figures?
That's it for Mattel. But I
right.
want to see when I went to Target.
This Andre rules.
Oh yeah, your Target trip. Yeah, let's finish that.
But I also got the new Ecto one from the new movie. Now the car's almost the same, just a couple of different stickers, but there's a exclusive Slimer in here, so I need this.
But that's not in scale with the Mattel with
Yes,
the
it
Hasbro
is.
figures, right?
Yes, this is not like this is for the, what are they called? Not the plasma series. This is like the kid toys.
Oh, okay.
So like they make like almost like real Ghostbuster style figures.
Yep.
So it's in scale with that.
Okay.
So I got this. I'm still looking for the figures. I'm still looking for the Hogan 3-pack. I'm looking for Iron Sheik and Jimmy from the Legends. But
That's a cool looking one.
I need Jimmy from the Legends. I got Hogan and the 3-pack and Warrior on order from Target. Did you check that?
what do you mean that check it?
If you ordered,
I did, but I don't trust Target. Like like today.
Target's a little more reliable than
today. I got just an Andre the Giant in the mail by itself, and I know I ordered the whole set.
Right.
That
I don't have an answer for, but at least they come.
Yeah.
Did Andre ever wear that WrestleMania 2 shirt?
No, and honestly, I could not wait to take it off because I didn't want it to die, this Andre. And there's no way I'm displaying it with that. I get it, added value. They're trying to make a figure a little more toyetic, but
and this completely.
I can't imagine somebody keeping that Super 7.
Yeah, I was going to say this eliminates the need for that Super 7 completely.
I mean, I can't imagine.
This is also the third time Mattel has made like this yellow Andre, but it's the first time it's like really good.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well
really,
done where it's just supposed to be him, and it's great.
Right.
Like they made the shitty basic, and then like the 2-in-1, but he had the wrong boots.
right.
Yeah, so this is like a fucking 15-year make good.
Yes. So I got some old school jacks that I want to show off. Like, don't ask me.
Oh, you got the itch?
No. I got this Rob Van Dam. I've been looking for this one for a while for this Ruthless Aggression 21. I believe this is the first RVD with the
hands.
RVD.
That was like such a big deal back in the day, like to finally get one.
It hasn't been on eBay, and I finally got it. So I bought it. Also, this is something else that's been on my save search for a while. I don't know if it was the same seller or what, because it's another RVD, but it's RVD and Booker T, the WrestleMania 20
Oh
two
my
pack.
god!
So
they just didn't want to put knee pads on that set, huh?
RVD or paint the gloves on RVD or the wrist tape on Booker or the gloves on Booker. No knee pads.
Hard times.
Yeah, but I love this set. We've discussed many times me and Brian's WrestleMania 20 figure history, but I love it.
I forgot that set existed.
You have no Ruthless Aggression figures in your collection,
They
right?
don't no longer in my life. Actually, I have ECW guys,
Do you have any interest?
which I'm contemplating cutting. To be honest with you,
Really?
yeah, because like what I don't know. It's like a mishmash set I've made of just people that were in ECW.
Yeah, but you created like really cool versions of those.
I know, but
That's like-
they're in my storage and they're not like on display anywhere.
Yeah.
So I just want to quickly say this. I got so many Star Wars figures this week. I'm not going to bore you and
They're
bring
in the
them out.
vlog too.
No, not even that.
Well,
Like,
beyond that, Jesus.
we went to Acme Comics. I don't even talk about what's there. You're going to see that in the vlog. I got because I've been reorganizing my toy room. Got so many Black Series figures. I got Star Wars Bendums. I got Mark. I'm all in on the retros now. I got all the Ahsoka retros. I'm all in.
Wait, real? What?
Yeah,
Why did you? What? Why?
Because they're doing Phantom Menace now, so they might end up doing everything. So I'm not gonna have one set.
Fuck, bro. I literally. Did you buy them all?
I did,
Damn.
but
I kind of made the decision this weekend that I was going to sell them all.
which ones? The retros?
Every retro I have.
Wow. Well, not me because I have the original set. But I have
need the room.
decided.
I need the room.
I have decided, Mark. I'm going to get rid of all of my vintage collection figures.
Oh, wow.
So, Mark, it was actually you who convinced me
You
to
guys got to get on the
these
same page here.
years ago.
Yes, you- yeah.
But it's like, okay, for instance, Darth Vader. Okay, this
Yep.
particular Vader this is like a Empire Strikes Back. I have the original Kenner, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have Vader there.
Yeah.
I have the Power of the Force Vader.
Uh-huh.
I have the 6-inch Black Series Vader.
Right.
I have how many fucking
I felt like a person would want to go all in on either Black Series or Vintage Collection.
I've decided Black Series because
Right, which is totally fine. And all I said was the reason I decided Vintage Collection was because I thought that Star Wars sort of should be that 3 3/4 line. That was my decision. But to be at the end of the day, the Black Series are better because they're bigger and cooler.
And here's listen, I understand, I appreciate that these have more articulation, but they're so small. So I don't even have like big hands and fingers, but I can't even move these around and pose them around.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, and I'm just gonna cut them all. But I'm going hard in on Black Series. I caught up on a lot of things I was missing.
I saw like a picture, but you sold a bunch on Whatnot today. What was the deal with that?
Those were Rebels,
Extras?
Rebels,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
I'm
you
not
didn't-
doing the cartoons. But I did
Got
want
it.
to just speak on this. I got the Darth Vader where the mask is broken and you see Obi-Wan through.
Thought about getting that one because what a hell of a moment.
I'm
right?
not going to show every Black Series I got, but this one is really badass. I really want to show that off.
Even I think that's cool.
Brian, I think you'll be proud of me here. So I have been catching up on my cards. Okay, so the first one,
Wow,
I got.
finally. You were like in denial for some reason about this.
yeah. So this is the big one. I got a relic. So the relic Smart Mark, it's got like whatever the thing is. This one's out of.
I was like, give me the numbers.
Where does it say in the front?
Sometimes they're hard to see because they blend in with the artwork and it's a little difficult.
I can't tell. I'll get back to you. But so I've done this 3 or 4 times now, signing the autographs or whatever, and every time they put a shirt on you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You walk in and they give you something, you put it on, that's the relic. I'm sure like some guys have like maybe they donated
a real thing.
A real thing, but like I know everybody at least comes in and puts on a shirt. So the first time I did it I didn't have a shirt, so they just gave me an AEW shirt. So that's what this is. But every time since, they've given me my most recent merch shirt. So like the last time,
so the future ones could have a piece of like the logo.
Yeah. So the last time I put on like that tie, that certain tie shirt.
Yeah.
But the other thing is they want to get a million as many as they can, so they give you a 5X. You put a 5X.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. But in all fairness, like the way relics work, as t-shirt relics at least, like that if it's just a swatch of fabric, it's whatever. But if it's got a piece of like the logo too, that's a lot more lucrative.
So this looks like I can see like a black shirt with the white AEW logo on it. So that's how I know it was the AEW one.
Do people care about like the numbers? Like low number?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
like what
makes it more valuable. This
you mean
low.
you mean the number it's out of?
Yes.
No.
No. Like if it's out of 150, if it says like this is number 74 out of 150, does that matter?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There's like scumbags who like will it's 1 of 150 or like 150 of 150.
Oh, shit. I found out this is number 9 out of 10.
Jeez, dude, that's kind of nuts actually.
John Kurdiak sent me.
There's also in sports. Let me finish that statement. In sports, there's cool when they can be like, "Oh, it's jersey number."
Oh, okay, that's cool.
You know what I mean? You get a LeBron that's 23 out of whatever.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So John Kurdiak sent me this one. I think is just like that, the gold base, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a normal one. And then he sent me this, the
Pyro.
The Pyro. Now, guys, I came home today. I had a package.
Great stuff. Okay.
From Upper Deck. Okay?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They sent me a whole ass stack of my base cards.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, that's really nice, right?
Could have came in handy yesterday at the merch table there, guys.
I know. And then the last thing I wanted to say about this, I just randomly stumbled on this. Let me show you guys. I shared this in our group chat earlier today. I found the picture, right? So that's the picture they used for my card.
Well, they cut Jade out?
They cut Jade out. This was recent. This was this year in the feud against Taya, because I'm yelling at Taya. And if you notice in that picture there, I have my nose is taped because I had just taken her finisher. Do you remember she gave me the finisher?
Oh, yeah.
I was selling my nose. So they have photoshopped my nose for the card.
I love it.
Whoa.
Because it looks like from this angle, looks like you're wearing like fucking sunblock or something.
I thought your mouse was over the photo.
Oh no, that's that I had
before you said that. I saw your mouse was just over the photo.
Yeah, the doctors taped it up.
Damn.
Thought that was interesting.
Mark, I got some cards too this week. I got
what you get?
Brian Myers and Matt Cardona.
Why do I not have those?
The Wrestling Card Collector Series. This is Brian, like what is this? It's like a cards of card collectors. And they asked us to be involved.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't like give it much attention, or like I just told the guy, yeah, sure, whatever, and I didn't really. I got nothing.
I saw you guys signing those. It looked pretty cool.
David Peck was very excited about it yesterday. I'll tell you that.
David Peck is in it too. Brian Myers.
Also, broski with a legendary David Peck. Your wife is so hot.
He knows,
but he was flattered.
He put her on his card. Of course, he knows.
Yeah, he was very flattered.
But Brian Myers' favorite wrestler, Chris Candido, most prized wrestling cards, the 1991 WF Classic, and then my favorite wrestler, Chelsea Green, and my most prized wrestling card, 2017 Zack Ryder Road to WrestleMania PSA 10. That's what I put as mine.
Nice.
And speaking of PSA 10s, I got a Chelsea Green PSA 10 Panini.
How'd you get that?
eBay.
Oh, okay.
Just saw it on eBay. So Chelsea doesn't give a fuck about it, but I'll get it. And, nope. Like when I was showing her the rainbow that Papa Bear got,
that's crazy.
Oh, fuck.
That's kind of crazy to me because that's like kind of like, oh, wow, look at all this.
I feel like she should at least pretend so that, you all the work that Papa Bear put in. I was going to say you, but
what about me?
Yeah.
I paid for it.
Hey, you had to work to pay, right? I
Papa
guess.
Bear didn't do it like out of the kindness of his heart. I fucking paid him too. Guys, I got something big. You know, I am the indie god, so I got a little Indiana Jones figure. Getting more of those Hasbro figures. I absolutely love these, but this is what I really wanted to show, guys. It's the LJN Indiana Jones. Very, very rare.
What
very,
year
very
is that?
expensive. It's got to be. It doesn't even say on the back. That's how old it is.
No way.
So
Destroyed box right there.
Well, it's from Temple of Doom, and that's why I bought it, because it was coming off the card, but the figure was still mint. I was going to open it anyway.
Right.
You know? So very, very cool. Has a $3.97 Toys R Us sticker on it. I did not pay $3.97. I paid over $397. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
No.
That's that
Yeah.
rare? Wow.
And
I
this
didn't even
is-
know about this.
Yeah.
Oh, like, bro, they're on right, like short round, like they never made some of them, so they didn't do well at all.
Hmm.
So they didn't even make
Oh.
all the characters.
What kind of figure is it? Like,
He does a little articulation. He does a little, almost like I'd say
let him breathe, bro.
no, I can't right now. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
He's nervous.
He's got to put a
He's
glove
nervous.
on.
He's
Yeah, I
nervous.
got to put a zombie white glove on. But I have an Indiana Jones little detolf shelf. So because I'm the indie god, you know that. So
Right.
had to add it to my
But
collection.
you made a little confession to us this weekend.
Don't spoil it, but okay, fuck it. I've never seen The Last Crusade.
Mind-blowing moment in the vlog. I was
Never
record
seen
stop moment of just like,
The Last Crusade. I gotta watch it one of these days. I'm sorry.
I think it was the first one I saw, actually.
You guys got any more stuff?
I have one more thing.
Okay.
A couple months ago, I was sitting out in my gym in between sets, just pondering life. And I have a wall of Jets starting lineup and McFarlane guys. And I was looking at my Boomer Esiason Jets figure, thinking, wait a second. My good friend and listener of our show, Sal Licata, just got a promotion. He's the daytime host on WFAN here in New York. And he follows Boomer Esiason, who was my first ever favorite athlete as a kid. And I'm like, I was actually going to his house that weekend. I was like, I could just give this to Sal to get signed by Boomer. He did it for me, brought it into work, acted like a
Holy
mark.
shit.
Wow.
And I have this sick ass Boomer
Damn.
Esiason
Even I know Boomer Esiason.
Jets starting lineup autographed. It couldn't be nicer.
And
guys.
that packaging looks great. Holy
yeah.
shit.
So I have
Nice.
it in a Defender. I'm pretty pumped about it. So shout out to Sal Licata. Congrats on the promotion, obviously, but stuck his neck out for me. Looked like a little bit of a mark ski, but I have a really, really nice piece. And like I said, Boomer Esiason was legit my first ever favorite athlete when I was a kid.
I've been doing a lot of organizing my stuff, reorganizing. I realized I missed some micro brawlers, so I bought the Sean Spears micro brawler.
Whoa.
I bought it off the website, okay? And then I told him my body said, "Oh, I'll bring it to the show." I said, "No, I paid for shipping. You better ship it, pal." So I got the Sean Spears micro brawler. I also added this. I got the DDP
Oh, shit. That looks
Bang. Got that micro brawler. Also, I got this one. I don't know why I passed this up when it came out. -1.
Oh, cool.
And then, Brian, you might be a little jealous of this. First of all, the major crate, I still haven't gotten mine yet.
Me
No,
neither.
But
neither.
I did get the prototype
Oh, shit.
rider.
I guess everybody has a price, huh?
Everybody has a price, and I slid in because I needed the purple rider prototype. So
Well, no one's offered me mine. It's by the way, you should tell everyone that's a 1 of 1.
1 of 1. Yours has been found. It's been tweeted to us.
No one's offered me shit or mentioned it or
Well,
attempted
nobody tried to sell this to me. They said they had it, and then I tried to buy it. You know what I'm saying? They weren't like, "Hey, do you want to buy this?" I kind of said,
Right.
"Hey,
Got it.
what's the price, pal?
Got
Yeah.
you.
What's the price, pal?" Another thing I got is very expensive. A Zack Ryder gnome.
What?
You guys were kind of talking about this last night
Yep. I
Why?
got it. I don't have a loose one.
because Chiappetta broke his Lucy or chipped
Yes.
his Lucy.
So it just
Back in the
popped up
day-
on eBay?
Yep. I have saved search for it.
Yeah.
Or I believe Iman sent me the link.
Mhm.
One or the other happened, and here it is: the Zack Ryder Garden Gnome, very rare,
What
over
did you-
$500.
I was like, why? Yeah.
Over $500. So if you're in the Gnome Club, it's very, very limited that you're in because these things are very fragile. I remember Chiapetta brought it to, like, I don't know what the fuck. He brought it somewhere and just dropped it. It fucking shattered. Like, first of all, just taking my belongings out of the house without asking.
Didn't you shoot that like baseball game thing
Don't get me started on
with all
that.
your
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was great. That was the best.
But
Slid into first base in his WrestleMania gear, white.
yeah, it wasn't white, but still.
Oh man.
And this is a pretty good shape. Usually, like it's a little chip over there on the fist, but it's fine for now. But over $500 on this,
Are you going to put this in your garden?
I will not. But I will. Now, here's my question: do you consider this a figure?
No.
No.
If I were you, I'd put it with my figures, no question.
I have it.
That's your merch. That's different. Different
Right.
category.
I'd stand. It stands. It's got feet. I would put it right in the back. If I had a Ric Flair garden gnome, I would put it with the Ric Flair figures.
I have it. I'll display it probably behind me somewhere. But I got the Garden Gnome. Very, very cool. But unfortunately, that wasn't the most money I spent
I
this
was like,
week on a
the
weekly.
gnome, the indie. God knows what you paid for the prototype, but we haven't spent enough money yet. So keep it coming.
Well, I got some other prototypes. Mark, if you pull up our Instagram, I got the WWF Jax Carnage complete 2 sets, unreleased prototypes. I did a Instagram live. I unboxed them all. They're prototypes. If you could pull them up, Mark, there should be.
They're down.
I posted a couple days ago.
And we're looking here.
You see, there we go, Marky. So it's there's the Big Show, there's Vince McMahon, there's Austin, The Rock. Can you scroll and see? There should be 3 photos, Mark.
Yep.
Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, Chris Jericho, Undertaker, Mick Foley as Mankind, Triple H, and Kane. So I didn't want these are like resin, so I didn't want to bring them all out here. I just wanted to show you them. The Billy Gunn. This Billy Gunn's my favorite. He's pointing to his ass.
It's pretty great.
Really cool. Mick Foley doing the Mr. Sacco here.
Were they gonna have like Ripped and Ruthless like limited articulation?
So yeah, so they have like the arm articulation, stuff like that. I thought these were much bigger. These are about a little bigger than these Remcos, if not a little shorter than the Remco.
These are
Jesus.
really cool.
Really?
I have never seen these in my entire life. This is really cool.
I remember seeing them at like a toy fair or like a WrestleMania Access.
The
They're
Road Dogg with
unreleased.
no facial hair is real creepy.
So like some of them are like really, really good and hold up, but then some of them are like really, really bad. So I could see why this line didn't take off. Like I guess they were supposed to be like mini statues, but it's
Well, the
cool
Vince
that-
in this picture kind of looks like he has his mustache that he has.
No, there's no mustache there. It just might be the lighting.
Ahead of its time.
Ahead of its
And
time.
then Stone Cold's wearing like pinstripe pants.
But guys, I bought them and I got them, and I don't know if I'm going to keep them, to be honest.
Oh, this is just this one big
So,
sales pitch we just all fell for.
I might piece them out and sell them individually. So if anybody's interested in these, hit me up. I think it's a lot of heavy hitters.
Well,
So it's 12 heavy hitters. But
Billy says they're badass, so maybe
I
he'll
might
hit
keep
you
one
up.
or two, but I don't know if I need the whole set. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I need the whole set. So if there's like an Undertaker, got like diehard Undertaker fan who wants this or something, or an X-Pac or whatever, hit me up because it's for sale, baby.
Okay.
I just have a couple quick hits here. Guys, a little update, something we've talked about before on the podcast.
Let's hear
Mitch actually gifted me,
No.
Get out of here.
free of charge, gifted me a Savio Vega.
But he said he
he
still
said,
wants
"You want-"
150 for Men on a Mission.
He said, "Do you want it signed?" I said, "No, I'm going to open it." He goes, "Oh, well, then can you take a damaged packaging?"
I mean, I appreciate that.
I was like, "Okay."
At ringside, I always take damaged packaging. if
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna
course.
open
I was like, "That's fine." I opened it right away. At the toy store, I just got this Macho Man Raphael or whatever it is.
It's Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Even
I'm
I knew
colorblind,
that.
guys. Sorry, okay? Relax. I always wanted one of these. This is the perfect one to have, in my opinion.
I think so, too.
Whatever. It's just going to sit on my desk. Real shout out to Mark Bitters, real quick. He got me for Christmas. He got me this Last Ronin book, which is it's a really cool graphic novel for the Ninja Turtles, where all of the Ninja Turtles die but one. There's only one left, and he's avenging his brothers, but you don't know which Ninja Turtle it is until you finish. And I don't know the spoiler. I don't know what it is.
Cool. Oh,
so I'm going to read this. And then last thing, a gift.
You read on your flights?
I don't read ever. But
I've never heard you say you read before, so that's why I'm inquiring here. Yeah. It's like if Broski said he was going to read something, I'd be like,
well, the pandemic, I read a lot of graphic novels, to be honest. I got this from our good friend, Jeff Jones, ECW Wrestling Barely Legal ticket stub. This was a comp ticket that was never given out, so it wasn't used, but this was in a stack of comp tickets.
Send that to Papa Bear and get a slab, baby.
But yeah, really cool.
Man, is there like a ECW like pay-per-view name that's not trademarked that we can kind of use as our slogan for Live 19? You know what I'm saying?
Probably not.
We could add major legal. That's stupid, but
or something that we can add major and kind of play off.
The big ass Major Bash.
I don't know about that.
That one doesn't scream ECW.
November to remember in March.
Is it March or April? I don't even know.
In April, whatever, same shit.
April to remember. That's horrible.
Major rules instead of anarchy rules, and it's got a Z.
Guys, I'm wildly colorblind, okay? I had no idea. Thought it was red. Red.
What's up now? The Major Mark purchase of the week?
Yeah, we got that coming up.
All right, Major Mark purchases of the week. What do we got, Mark?
All right, here we go. I mean, this looks familiar to you guys. Am I right? We got Joe Sullivan made a big boy purchase this week. Flew from Houston to Orlando for Live 18 and a trip to Universal. And we know that is a big boy freaking purchase. This is my first live event, and it won't be my last. Picked up all these signed shells and can't wait to hang them up. Just got home and already looking up flights to Philly just for the show. Don't sleep on these live shows, guys. Wow.
So
I absolutely love that.
I said to somebody when we were in line yesterday, like, I love that our fans know to like just bring the shells and get them signed, and
it's great.
You can if you don't have a Deanna in hand, you get it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thriftiness goes a long way with the Bendy's line for sure.
Big boy here. Wow. Nathan McCarter says, pulled the trigger on this Platinum Quad Auto 101 from 2022 Panini Immaculate WWE to continue my Ron Simmons Fruit collection.
That's fucking cool. That's on card. That's on card too. That's impressive.
That's an odd like 4 guys to be on one card.
Yeah. Attitude Era tag team legends.
Okay,
I get it.
Yes.
This one is all about
JBL should have signed it Bradshaw. That's maybe if I had to critique something.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
This is about Broski's style here, guys. Okay. Matthew Smelker says, bought this jacket at the airport on my way home from Orlando. I couldn't resist after I saw Matt wear it at Live 18. I actually thought it was a really sick jacket too.
I sold it on Whatnot today.
No way,
shit, really?
I love that jacket. Chelsea Green would not be caught dead standing next to me wearing that jacket.
Oh wow,
it's cool.
Not Matt's decision, guys. Huh?
Yeah. Chris Grocock bought it.
Oh nice. Wow. And he bought it on his in the Uber. Ryan Kearney, I was holding out on getting the big rubber guys, but this might be a sign I need to dive in head first.
Yeah, baby.
I got this LJN WWF ring and authenticated Honky Tonk Man autograph promo for nothing. Man, sometimes it pays to be the wrestling guy at the office. One of my coworkers, a manager in another department, randomly stopped by my desk today. He dropped these 2 items off completely unannounced just because he knows I like wrestling. Not sure where he got it, but it's in decent shape. The ring is obviously played with, but the stickers are pretty good. I'm thinking of redoing the ropes. The Honky Tonk Man promo came with a COA too. How awesomely unexpected.
Man, dude, I would run that through a wash machine, Goog on it, the whole 9, because you can get repro stickers and
100%.
Yeah.
We're
clean that bad boy up.
Bro, I love this right here.
This one's a great story. Timothy Mucci says, after purging my entire wrestling figure collection, sad, I realized I regretted only one thing. I sold, and that was my BCA collection.
Yeah.
Well, after thinking about it for a bit, and with the history of BCA episode being released, I decided I was back in on
Love
the
it.
sweet bone crunching action.
Love it.
This isn't a lot, but it's a few heavy hitters with some extras. This is peak nostalgia for me. The Rock is perfect for rock bottoms, Triple H perfect for pedigrees, and Austin perfect for the stunner. And for whatever reason, the Draws figure is one of my all-time favorites to play with. I let them all breathe, and now are proudly displayed once again in my collection.
I love playing with that Draws figure too.
I got to know, though, did he win in Austin with that Rock, Triple H, or Al Snow? He had a chance to win that Austin.
Let us know, unless Little Broski stole it out of the package. Or was that Brian?
That was me. Sorry, guys.
I did as well.
This one I just sent back to Justin Summers. Justin Summers says 1 year in the making when we got the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast pillowcase. By the way, this was an ultimate gift, right?
Yes.
Yes. Great one. I didn't know what to do with it, but what I decided was to get it signed by everyone, and I did it all without leaving Ohio. Shortly after we got it, Brian and Swagger were at an AIW show. It was the first one they signed. A few months later, Broski was back at AEW, so I got that done. Now, how was I going to get Mark's signature on it? He isn't getting AIW bookings.
Wow. Stiff.
I offered Mark a trade, his signature on the pillowcase, and sent back for some Great Lakes Brewing Company Christmas ale. By the way, he sent that to me, got that last week. Phenomenal beer. You can only get it in the Midwest, so he helped me out. It was a win-win for both of us. Eventually, I want to get it framed. Pretty cool.
Nice. There's probably not a complete one, I would say, right? I don't recall signing that very often.
That's the first one I ever signed. So
if ever, yeah.
There
you go.
All right, so last one. This is a big congrats. Mike Begley's been with us forever. He sent us during the pandemic, Brian. Remember, he sent our daughters that sweet fairy stuff. He lives in overseas. Mm-hmm. Okay, here it is. Right. Okay, Mike Begley. I posted this last week, but didn't think I'd get it in time. Me and my best friend bought an Irish pub in Prague after planning it for the last 13 years.
Whoa.
So excited for Sally O'Brien's Irish pub. Any major marks that come to the Czech Republic, hit me up and come for a beer.
Wow, that's wild.
So if you're in the Czech Republic, if you're backpacking through the Czech Republic.
Brian, we should open Best Wishes Bar and Grill.
I'm down.
Where in the Czech Republic? You guys want to compete?
In Orlando, Florida. Beautiful Orlando.
Best Wishes Bar and Grill is called Tin Roof.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's
Very
right.
true.
That's right.
All right, that's it. But so we made, I think we kind of made an announcement, but we're going to be switching things up for a bit, right? Right, Broski?
Yeah. Start next week, we have a new segment in place of WTF and Incarnation. Not saying we can never go back to those, but we need a good name. So if you figure out the name, if we choose your name, you'll get a little prize key. It's got to be like, okay, someone picks our threes, and we each pick out who we think was missing that line. We're not going to list every single person, or else the segment could take hours. Just who?
Yeah, just like the top guys we think we missed.
Then next week it could be Titantrons, then it could be LJN. So something like MIA, missing something like that. But whoever comes up with the best name will get a little prize, and it's going to debut next week. So tweet us, post whatever it's called. your
Access, man.
Well, actually, we already. It's going to tweet us your names. But next week we'll spoil it. Michael Maybury picked BCA, so we're going to continue talking about that. Who was missed in the BCAs? That's going to be our debut segment.
Not every single person, because the list is long. Just our top couple guys or girls.
We sort of touched on it in the episode, but we'll continue it. Yeah.
But I think it's time for the Q&A. Correct?
Yeah.
And the Q&A is brought to you by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, if you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom, it's time to snap out of it. Blue Chew is what you need to perform where it's most important, and perform in a major way.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form, and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than the pharmacy.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we've got a special deal for our major marks. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code MAJOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code MAJOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Uh-oh. It's been a long guys weekend. I'm scared. I'm scared for Chelsea Green.
I'm scared for Chelsea Green.
Babies.
Been pent up in a house with 13 dudes.
Man, what a house it was.
Living inside an AT-AT.
I gave up my king size bed so I could sleep in a AT-AT bunk bed. Full disclosure, I slept on both mattresses because last night I was too drunk to climb up the steps, so I went on the bottom bunk.
Oh my God!
I also
you didn't even get it.
I also woke up at 6 a.m. in my jeans.
You know, I was like, guys and girls, we're not talking about a very treacherous climb here. It was like
four rungs.
Yeah,
It's basically steps.
Yeah.
But every week, ask your question, ask Major Pod. If we read your question on air, we will send you a little prize ski. Like we said, we got all new prizes for the new year. So if you asked already, you have a prize. No, we have a new prize. So keep asking. Let's go. This one,
and when it's sponsored by Blue Chew,
Blue Chew magnet. New logos of us to be really cool.
Right. My question is from Russ Linderman at Russ Linderman.
Bitch.
I wanted to read this before Mark did. Hashtag Ask Major Pod. Maybe the best unexpected surprise with that Kevin Smith, Jay Muse joining Major Bendy's. What's your number one Kevin Smith movie?
Oh, guess what? I picked another Russ Linderman question.
Oh,
so we're good.
Sure. Double winner. So talk about it. I mean, I recall my older brother introducing me to Clerks, like right when it came out on, Blockbuster era, and watched that a ton. And then the one that I really got into was Mallrats.
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved Mallrats. I rented that a ton. Then eventually I had like the DVD. And I was into like Chasing Amy. I loved, even though I probably didn't really understand it as much. If I watched
everyone hated on Jersey Girl, but I loved it.
I was just gonna say, Jersey Girl gets this crazy bad rap. It's probably one of my favorites. And now that I'm a parent, I don't think I could. I'd be hesitant to watch it because I think it would actually really affect me.
So I was a huge and still am Kevin Smith fan. I didn't see Clerks till later on, and this is before remember DVDs. There were rare DVDs. So I remember I bought the Clerks one. It was like $45, which was astronomical for a DVD in 2000, whatever, 2001, 2002. But what I remember about Jersey Girl is that did something just happen with Ben Affleck and Jennifer? Like they just had a movie that was horrible, right? Didn't they do a movie together or G Lee or something like that?
G Lee.
That just came out and bombed.
Never saw
it. Right before this. So the whole swerve of the movie was that Jennifer Lopez dies, but they didn't want people to think it was they spoiled it and they told everybody she's dead, she's not in it. So it was there's a total mess and a clusterfuck. But I remember the movie being really, really good. Was it my favorite? No, I think Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is my favorite. But I'd have to rewatch it because now that we're making the figs and potentially could do the other movies, I want to do some research and get boned up about it, without taking Blue Chew.
I remember seeing Clerks 2 in the theater. I was pretty all in. Though the one I think we talked about this weekend, the one that detoured me a little bit was Dogma.
Dogma's a little strange,
which I have to watch back with older eyes, I think, to get a real assessment of it. But I remember being immature me. Like I don't know about this one.
I got
But
a
Mallrats. I think, and Mallrats is always my favorite.
I was gonna say Dogma just because I loved the ridiculousness of it, and there was some really funny lines.
That's what I'm saying. I
Right.
probably didn't get it. Like, I don't know.
It's very fantastical, and it really is different from his other films. But it's interesting. Gets pretty wild and crazy. But you got to appreciate Clerks. I think that it was ahead of its time. I think it was one of the first films with like where it would sit in witty banter, and it also was like one of the first films to like really just kind of let the nerds be nerds there, like he mentions Star Wars. He makes Star Wars jokes.
Yeah.
Which is like, come on, people say that all the time nowadays.
But back then, no one was saying that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're mentioning another movie in a movie. It's almost like, what? Holy shit!
Mhm.
So the obviously the banter is really great, and I think it really inspired a lot of filmmakers going forward. So I think it's a very important film in our history. So I guess I'll say Clerks.
Are these streaming on something in particular?
Oh yeah, come on, they've
sure
got to
they
be.
got
On. Every movie's on something at this point, even if you have to pay.
You tell that to my two little girls who are into Spice Girls because Spice World is not streaming on shit.
Really?
I had to buy the DVD for $16 off Amazon. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And guess what? That movie sucks.
Oh, fuck you.
You're going to
Watch
get
Spice
a lot
World
of
back.
hate tweet, pal.
No, watch Spice World back. It's terrible.
All right, Mark, what's your
Rotten.
question?
Okay. Also from Russ Linderman, he says he was very excited about this Jay and Silent Bob thing. He says, so to celebrate Major Benny's adding Jay and Silent Bob to the family, what's your top comedy duo? Pick a second. This is for Brian. He says, pick a second because we know your number one's going to be Tommy Boy.
Yeah, come on.
I was going to
Spade and
say
Farley, bro.
Wayne and Garth.
Yeah,
And I think I could
fantastic,
see
but
them as
in my
figures.
world, nothing tops Spade and Farley. And obviously, Adam Sandler's a close second, but his second was always interchangeable. So
True.
Man, I'm not really.
Rosie, I don't like. to
Broski hates
laugh.
comedies.
Yeah, he's gonna
I
go.
hate. I
Rick
like.
Boogs and Joe Shoes.
I like smart comedies like Clerks. I don't like dumb ones like Tommy Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, man.
I don't
Why
know.
doesn't Broski get all the hate on the internet for saying he doesn't like Tommy Boy?
What about?
I did for saying I didn't like TMNT.
What about Harry and Marv from Home Alone?
Shit, honestly, they were cracking the fuck out of me last month when I was watching it. Yeah.
Oh, they're great.
That's my pick.
Unbelievable.
That's my pick. What about you, Mark?
I think Wayne and Garth.
Okay.
Wayne's World holds up too because that's something I've watched back several times.
I
Like,
could quote that movie.
yeah, and it's just even Wayne's World 2 rules. Wayne's World rules.
I haven't watched those movies in a long time.
They're so good.
All
right.
Gun Rack.
Here's my question from the Wooks Nook. With Royal Rumble coming up, what is your favorite Royal Rumble moment ever and favorite surprise entrant? I think because we were talking about this in the Royal Rumble bonus we did, like moments and like at least like spots, like the Too Cool dance, which I think might be my number one
Right.
favorite thing because I was there. Too Cool was so hot at the time.
Yeah.
As for
And nothing like that had ever been done in a Rumble until
No,
that. Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And my favorite surprise entrant. Damn, I have to think about that for a second.
All right. So I know my moment.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of a series of moments, but 97 Royal Rumble, Stone Cold has that run where he's eliminating people.
Yeah.
And he gets on the, so he's, at one point he's like doing push-ups. He gets on the ropes. He's looking at his fake watch.
Yeah. Watch
But
is
he
like
just-
a gift you could send. I
Yeah.
could send it to you right now. if I wanted
Looks
to, right?
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Just killing everybody and being like, whoa, who the fuck is next?
Right.
That sold me on pro goddamn wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Good answer. I think the Cena Garden,
I
as
was
far
gonna
as
say that for
surprises, that's like
surprise,
the first time that like.
Well,
I
Dan,
feel-
what about Edge's return? That was a good surprise pop.
Oh yeah, for sure. But remember like in 02 they brought back all those guys, but they told you beforehand.
Yeah, like Mr. Perfect.
Like, imagine if they didn't do that.
Right.
The way you would think about it.
Right. There's like
Than the way
Gold
you
Dust,
do.
right? Val Venus.
Godfather, right?
Yeah, Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect was four of them.
So,
And that was like really exciting, but if we were just watching it and Mr. Perfect's music fucking hit, I'd fucking still be losing my mind about that, you know?
Yeah. I think surprise entrance to the Rumble, it's like the fans need it.
It's crazy how much it's evolved. Like over the weekend at the Major House, we watched Rumble '08, and this is very inside baseball, but like they're just kind of like punching and kicking and trying to throw people over. Like
moments.
Everything in the Rumble is a choreographed like moment or spot. Like there's no wasted anything. Like it's all. It's never like, oh, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Like it's all like, no, this is what's happening. It's
I'm thinking about that
full blown spectacle A to Z instead of like, you know.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. Well, that Rumble, I remember like Brock Lesnar was like killing everybody for a long time. He had that face off with Keith Lee that was awesome. There was like every second of that Rumble mattered and moved stories, and it was so good.
I mean, it's, you know, for years it was Pat Patterson, and I believe Jamie Noble was taking over the reins of like truly writing this thing out.
Michael Hayes involved.
Michael Hayes is very involved. Yeah.
Tim Merritt says Edge's return.
Yeah,
Edge's return was because it was a surprise. That was pretty nuts.
Yes.
Yeah. The Cena one, if you lived it, you know, you thought you weren't going to see Cena for 8 months to a year, and it was like 3 months or whatever it was. It was nuts. So, and the pose, he made it so legendary with the pose.
Chris Grocock saying the 3-face to Foley, that was fucking good.
That was fun. That's again like one of the first times there was something like fun like that.
All right, great questions. All right, guys, up next, Good Housekeeping. Okay, guys, youtube.com/MajorPod Network. We're working on changing that address, but we have so much cool stuff coming. We have the history of the BCAs. We have this toy hunt. You guys, you got to check it out. So many of us, the whole Major Pod crew, Acme Toys, probably up this week. And then, of course, the behind the scenes vlogs will be awesome. Anything else I'm forgetting about, Mark?
Yeah, I actually was saying on Silver Linings, I'm not really sure. Like, we have to see what this footage is. You know, it could be one vlog, maybe it's two. I don't know. We'll see. Right. There's a lot of stuff from Universal. We have to really see. But I'm really excited about this toy hunt. So keep an eye out for it.
And also check out my thorough unboxing of the all 12 figures of the Ringside Collectibles Bell to Bell series.
Don't forget that. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWF. We're gonna get up a new shirt in January. I'm saying a new shirt every month. We used to bang out shirts all the time. I think anytime we said like a funny line, we made a shirt. Maybe that was overkill.
I want Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, but it's D Freedom's Wild Ride. Let's work on that.
We didn't film that at all. I think
let's work on it. But that just we could steal that.
What did Heath say to D Freedom?
Have you ever driven a motor vehicle?
Yeah, from the back seat, he goes, have you ever driven a motor vehicle? Like, that's how scared we all were.
Way better.
It's wild.
Way better.
I think D deserves a fucking t-shirt. D Freedom's Wild
D Freedom's Wild Ride.
First of all, I'm impressed you know what Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is.
Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't know much about it, but I know it's a thing.
Well, that's impressive to me. All right, guys, it's confusing, but Major Pod merch will just from now on have strictly podcast merch, no figures. So all of the live 18 extra stuff, like we have some hats, some pins, some cards. Those will be on Major Pod merch later this week. And then, of course, MajorBendies.com this Monday for 3 weeks. Mark Marrow, Butterbean, the Mystery Man, who obviously we're going to announce. It's not like you're just buying a mystery figure. We'll tell you when it's up. And Jay and Silent Bob Clerks figures, 3 weeks. Get them this Monday. Major Bendies.com. Wildcat belts if you want an exact copy of the Major Pod belt, FWF belts. What about Whatnot? Brian and I on Whatnot every single Monday. Major Rewind, Jay George, every 2 weeks, a trip down Major Memory Lane. Check that out wherever you get your podcasts.
Hold on. So he said today that this week's episode coming out specifically has an actual segment in the show where you and Brian, I think it was from the first year, where you go over all of the random things that we say and give people like what it means. So if you were ever to jump in,
that's a
this
good
is a great little refresher.
I'm sure there's a couple of head scratcher moments for people that newbies that listen to this.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And plugs for this week. Friday, I will be in Chicago for GCW. I am teaming up with my broski Jimmy Lloyd and SDL. And the next day, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Tickets are still available. Myself versus EC3 for the NWA World's Heavyweight title in a death match. The first death match in NWA history. The Strizap is on the line. The Overman versus the Indie God.
I thought you were one and done, my friend.
Well, I mean, the NWA title's on the line, so I need to, do anything to get back.
Well, you'll have to get me a tape, Matt, because nobody's going to be watching that because Impact Wrestling is no more. TNA Wrestling is back. We present Hard to Kill live on pay-per-view. You can catch my match for free on the countdown to Hard to Kill. It's me and my best friend Eddie Edwards against TNA Originals, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian. That's Saturday night. And then, I mean, this is probably one of the biggest weekends of my entire career. The next day, we're taping TNA Wrestling TV, and that's January 14th. Las Vegas, Snake Eyes, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Okada versus myself, Eddie Edwards, and Moose. Big weekend for TNA and the most professional wrestler.
Are you bringing a Super 7 for Okada?
I thought about it, but I'm gonna not. I'm gonna hold off.
I think put it in your bag just in case you guys became good friends.
He was in. I don't even remember this, Broski. He was just in catering in Houston like a couple of years ago.
I do remember that. Yeah,
and I remember being like, wow, he's way bigger than I thought he was.
He's tall. He's tall, some bitch.
Tall, some bitch. So looking forward to seeing that drop kick in my face.
Great drop kick. You two are going to have to send me tapes of those Saturday shows because we are Collision Live in Virginia.
This has never happened before.
Your pick. Which show are you watching?
But I'm being honest. Like, you could truly watch one of the three of us in some capacity.
No, because mine is taping for CW, so it's not live.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be there in person. Be there, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Not much of a selling point on that one.
Hey, I also wanted to shout this out real quick. I've mentioned this before. I'm live pretty much every Wednesday on Twitch unless something weird's happening. This week, guys, I had a major giveaway. Okay, I do giveaways all the time. Yep. Twitch.tv/MarkSterlingESQ. This week, I gave away, guys, a Chase MJF figure.
Damn, bro.
For free. Okay? Wow. Now, on the stream, Dr. Scott Kelly, okay, he goes by at Dr. Scott Kelly on Twitter, actually.
Yeah. And for some reason, they're going to say Scott Colton trying to get free stuff. No. That's what I thought was coming there.
He said, you know what? Give it to a kid the next time you're at an AEW show.
That's nice.
So Dr. Scott wins this on the stream. He says give it to a kid. So I'm going to bring it to work this week. We'll give it to a kid.
I love it. All right, guys,
hey, -1. Take this.
You probably would. You probably would.
All right, Mark, send us home.
We're out of time.
See ya.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.